The newest, quirkiest addition to the world of music museums had just opened its doors, and the buzz was off the charts. The Museum of Musical Oddities, or MMO, as the locals were already calling it, was a sprawling, genre-bending experience, featuring exhibits and wings that ran the gamut from the mainstream to the downright bizarre. The hosts were an eclectic, legendary lineup in themselves. Jim Dandy Mangrum, sporting his trademark Southern swagger, Fat Vince Neil, living proof that glam rock never dies, Tom York, the mysterious art rock guru, Lou Reed, offering the museum an edge of downtown grit, and the eccentric Gene Ween, a self-proclaimed curator of the surreal. Together, they brought an unpredictable energy to the museum that promised visitors the most unusual music experience of their lives. As visitors entered, they were greeted with an array of deluxe features that set the tone for the experience. At the entrance was the fart tent, a nod to the unfiltered rock and roll lifestyle. Inside, free fart-scented candles were offered, each labelled with names like 1976 Van Tour Essence and Funk of 84, adding a playful, if dubious, ambience to the lobby. Another big hit was the picture book of live fart incidents from 70s soft rock concerts, a surprisingly extensive collection featuring candid shots and detailed captions capturing infamous moments. From startled roadies to slightly embarrassed frontmen, this book took visitors back to the era of long hair, bell-bottoms, and the occasional on-stage mishap. The museum's wings were equally unconventional, each one a celebration of a distinct niche in music history. The Juggalo Wing. A labyrinth of blacklight posters, face paint stations, and a steady flow of Fago, this wing was a tribute to the Insane Clown Posse and the entire Juggalo subculture. Interactive exhibits allowed visitors to experience a virtual Juggalo mosh pit, complete with augmented reality Fago blasts. A wall of Juggalo portraits from die-hard fans to the ICP founders themselves gave visitors a sense of the subculture's loyalty and intensity. The nu metal wing with Korn, Limp Bizkit, and Slipknot blasting from the speakers, the nu metal wing featured memorabilia from the genre's heyday. Visitors could see original baggy pants, studded accessories, and even Fred Durst's iconic red cap. There was a small nu metal karaoke booth where guests could try their hand at screaming along to hits like Break Stuff and Freak on a Leash. The decor was industrial, with plenty of chains and faux rust, completing the gritty atmosphere. The easy listening wing. Soft lighting and cozy seating created a mellow escape from the museum's more chaotic wings. This wing was filled with the greatest hits of Barry Manilow, Karen Carpenter, and Engelbert Humperdinck, offering a serene vibe. Vinyl records lined the walls, and visitors could sit back in recliners while listening to soothing tracks from the golden age of easy listening. Tribute exhibits. The museum also featured tributes to some of music's more eccentric figures. Jesse James Dupree, chainsaws, leather jackets, and an interactive chainsaw guitar. Display honoured the wild frontman of Jackal. A video wall looped some of his most outrageous stage performances, and visitors could press buttons to rev up virtual chainsaws. Nitro, the 80s hair metal band known for their impossibly high vocals and intense shredding, had a whole display dedicated to their unique aesthetic, featuring platform boots, spandex, and some of the tallest guitars ever designed. Jim Neighbours, a tribute to the man who went from Gomer Pyle to crooning classics. This exhibit showed off Jim Neighbours' surprising vocal range and featured his full discography from gospel to country. Westliff, a multimedia tribute to the outsider musician known for his uniquely blunt lyrics and bold keyboard beats. There was a listening station where fans could play his greatest hits, and a wall mural illustrated some of his most memorable song lyrics. Nasty Ronnie. Known for his work in Nasty Savage, Nasty Ronnie's display featured stage costumes, album art, and some of his most notorious props. The highlight was a life-size sculpture of his metal persona, complete with armor and a battle axe. And, of course, the museum had its own gift shop of musical oddities, featuring bizarre and eclectic items like a Nasty Ronnie battle axe keychain, Juggalo face paint kits, nu metal nostalgia t-shirts, and, of course, fart-scented candles for those who wanted to take a piece of the museum's aroma home. The Museum of Musical Oddities was an instant hit with music lovers, cultural curiosity seekers, and anyone with an appreciation for the weird and wonderful in music history. With its boundary-pushing displays and unconventional hosts, the museum had created a truly unique space where fans of every genre could find something to laugh about, rock out to, or simply marvel at in disbelief.